constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Dogs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice game. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Noles are on the move. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's take a little step back and have a look at George. Start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in. It can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A low line drive and not his best work. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it on the left. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Creates a little space. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up, looking, and they're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Breaks the tackle. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Here we go.
Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Georgia, 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Noles are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Georgia, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Georgia sent out the punt team.
Punt formation to kick it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Using his feet to buy time. Got the 1st down himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught close to the marker, it's Gibson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a man. The quick out. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Sweet cut there. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the handoff. Quick spin on the line. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And some room to work. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Pulls it in. It's Robinson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room. And then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Seminoles! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Looking downfield on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. They'll run for it on third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker is Gibson. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds in this offense to do work. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. It's a draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Try and play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. You want to talk about converting a 4th down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. 4th down time. You only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big 1st down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now sliding to his left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. Now the connect.
Like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air, it's Dyer. The sure hands, it's Hawkins.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.